Top Best Roles of Keanu Reeves. Having made his debut in two critically acclaimed independent films in the 1980s, Keanu Reeves has become one of the most recognizable actors, all the while leading multiple franchises and collaborating with Oscar-winning filmmakers. He has maintained his popularity with fans and fellow actors. Today's video will reflect on some of Reeves' most memorable roles. Toy Story 4, 2019. It's hard to believe the fourth film in a franchise can live up to the standards set by the first three, but when you factor in the talents of Disney and Pixar, it becomes a little more comprehensible. New voices like Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael Key as toys, and Keanu Reeves as Duke Kaboom, a daredevil toy inspired by Evel Knievel, help Toy Story 4 stand out as one of the best in the series. Kaboom benefits greatly from Reeves' naturally relaxed vocal inflections, but the actor also pulls a surprising dramatic turn when he portrays the daredevil's struggle with low self-esteem after disappointing his former owner. John Wick Chapter 2, 2017. With everything bigger and better, and Reeves feeling even more at home in the role of the titular boogie hitman, the breakout hit John Wick is ranked higher than the original. The first film established the legendary Wick as he embarked on his kinetic campaign of revenge. The stakes are raised in Chapter 2 by introducing an entire world in which the killer elite roam, giving Reeves more opportunities to hone his near-perfect gunplay as Wick. It's the rare case of a sequel being even better than the original, but that is what you get with this violent masterpiece. Speed, 1994. Jan de Bont's absurd but entertaining Speed features Reeves as SWAT officer Jack Traven. He is tasked with stopping a runaway passenger bus that must travel at least 50 miles per hour, or it will explode. In what is widely regarded as the film Zenith, a young Sandra Bullock plays a passenger who eventually becomes Traven's partner in need as he battles an ex-cop turned mad bomber, played by a terrifically maniacal Dennis Hopper. John Wick, 2014. Reeves' career as an action hero had been dormant until John Wick, directed by Chad Stahelski and David Leitch, gave him a new lease on life and catapulted him to the pantheon. Wick, played by Reeves, is a recently widowed former hitman forced out of retirement to exact gloriously violent revenge on an egotistical gangster who gratefully received Wick's Mustang a bit too much, his dog not nearly enough. Reeves' skill with a gun hypnotizes audiences, and his trademark zen becomes silent rage. Point Break, 1991. Johnny Utah, played by Reeves, is a former college quarterback who gives up football for an FBI badge and goes on the hunt for a gang of bank robbers called the Ex-Presidents. During his investigation, Utah makes friends with Bodie, Patrick Swayze, and his gang of beach bums. As Utah barrels toward Bodie and his friends, the danger they face increases, and the film is bookended by a classic scene in which Keanu Reeves rolls around on the ground in frustration before firing his gun and giving us all an image we will never forget. A Scanner Darkly, 2006. Based on the 1977 novel of the same name, Keanu Reeves stars as Bob Arctur, an undercover agent whose substance D-addiction begins to warp his reality, leading him to question his very existence. In Richard Linklater's trippy, rotoscoped sci-fi drama A Scanner Darkly, Reeves fits in perfectly with the likes of Robert Downey Jr. and Woody Harrelson in this wildly offbeat and compelling adaptation. The Devil's Advocate, 1997. In The Devil's Advocate, played by Keanu Reeves, the protagonist, Kevin Lomax, is a cocky Florida attorney who gets a proposal he can't refuse from a scenery-devouring Al Pacino as John Milton. Good and evil play themselves in large part in this morality play, as Lomax gives in to all ways of temptation as he realizes his new boss may not be who he says he is. If you're enjoying this video so far, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet to show us your support. Now let's continue. Constantine, 2005. If Constantine hadn't been based on a beloved comic book and managed to alter nearly all of the story's essential elements, it might have been received more favorably. What's left, however, is more than compelling, with Reeves taking the lead as a detective and magician caught in the middle of a good and evil's never-ending battle. This time on a biblical scale, the actor more than holds his own as the tormented John Constantine, who must wage an internal and external war. The Matrix, 1999. Even before he was cast as Prince Siddhartha in Bernardo Bertolucci's 1993 film Little Buddha, Reeves had an ethereal, peaceful quality that was recognized and utilized in his role as the messianic Neo in the first Matrix film. Believably, Reeves transforms from a snoozing computer programmer into the One, a man who sees through the illusion of our world and realizes he is its only hope. His calm demeanor complements the revolutionary action superbly, and I Know Kung Fu has never been delivered with more conviction. The Gift, 2000. The cast of Cate Blanchett, Hilary Swank, J.K. Simmons, and others is staggering in Sam Raimi's supernatural thriller. Simons, Rosemary Harris, and Greg Kinnear are all Oscar-nominated actors, but it's Reeves as the authoritative spouse of Swank's character who turns in the film's most impressive performance. Nothing of his usual pleasant demeanor remains, and he now poses a genuine threat to anyone who happens to be in his way. However, Reeves doesn't merely play a one-dimensional bad guy, which would detract from the authenticity of his portrayal. This new development is chilling and should end any criticism of Reeves' ability. Well, that's all for today's video. Tell us in the comments section how this one was. I hope that you found this video interesting, and if you want to see more just like this, please consider subscribing for more. And don't forget to give comments and provide us with your valuable feedback. We'll see you in the next video with some more interesting facts and stories. And until then, stay tuned.